Tick tock, tick tock. Tomorrow is D-Day for the people of the Uva province as they head to the polls to elect the new provincial council. From today, political parties and independent groups contesting the election will only be able to have one campaign office in operation. While the police have been informed of the regulation, election officials have been deployed to the province for monitoring purposes.
10 accepted political parties and 4 independent groups are contesting the Uva Provincial Council polls from the Badula district. 12 accepted political parties and 7 independent groups are contesting from the Monragla district. A total of 32 councillors will be elected from the 9 polling divisions in the Badula district and the 3 polling divisions in the Monragla district. 18 councillors will be elected from the Badula district while 14 will be elected from the Monragla district.
Our reporters at the Newsfirst Uva Election Bureau are touring various parts of the Badula and Monragla districts, looking into the last-minute preparations ahead of the polls. Sanduru Ferdinando joins us now from the Badula district.
Well, we are just a few hours away from the Uva Provincial Council election. Right now, I'm at Daman of Mahayangana, and as I mentioned earlier, Mahayangana is one of the 9 polling divisions of the Badula district. We're talking about Daman indigenous community. They too will be casting their votes tomorrow at the Uva Provincial Council election. That's something which all are looking forward for it. So News First will bring you the footage from it. So stay tuned with us as we bring the latest news as and when it happens.
We are prepared to look into the preparations in the Badula district for the Uva Provincial Council poll. Joining us is the District Returning Officer and District Secretary Rohana Kirti Disanaika. District Secretary, can you tell us how preparations are going ahead today?
The election will be held at 516 polling stations in the Badula district tomorrow. Today, the ballot boxes, ballot papers, officers in charge and other election officials were deployed to the polling stations from the Badula Central College, Vihara Mahadevi College and the District Secretariat. They have already conducted rehearsals for tomorrow at the polling stations. We have supervised these activities via the zonal returning officers. All preparations have been made for the election. Can you clarify the preparations for the counting of votes? The ballot boxes will begin coming to the counting centres from the polling stations at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We are expecting the closest ballot boxes by 4:15 and ballot boxes from distant areas to get here by 7 p.m. The counting of postal votes will commence at 4 p.m. tomorrow at 13 locations. The counting of votes will commence at another 58 counting locations at 6 p.m. The counting of votes will take place at a total of 76 locations in the Badula Central College, Vihara Mahadevi College and at the District Secretariat. We are hoping to issue the first postal voting result by 8 p.m.
The Badula and Monragla district teams of the Newsfirst Uva Election Bureau are prepared with the coordination of the District Secretary to bring you all the news from the Uva Provincial Council poll.
942,730 people are registered to vote in the Uva Provincial Council polls. 609,966 people are registered to vote in the Badula district, while the Monragla district has 332,764 registered voters. Polling will take place at 318 polling stations in the Monragla district tomorrow.
The distribution of ballot boxes in the Monragla district commenced at the counting centre located at Royal College, Monragla. Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapre visited the counting centre today to observe the distribution of ballot boxes. There are no incidents. We wanted to pay a visit since polls are scheduled to take place in this area. That's about it. There is no need for a special inspection. All activities are taking place peacefully. Special police teams have been deployed to beef up security in the Monragla town. The 30,489 voters in the Bibla administrative divisions will cast their ballot at 28 polling stations in the division tomorrow. 200 officers from headquarters police in Bibla were deployed to beef up security at the polling stations. Our reporter says that some of these officers will be utilized for patrolling 40 Gramanildaru divisions in the area. Ballot boxes were brought to the Vellasa National School in Bibla today. District Returning Officer Attorney Pillai commented on the preparations for tomorrow's election.
All the ballot boxes and ballot papers with regard to the Uva Provincial Council election in the Monaragala district reached the respective polling stations along with the respective officers appointed to those polling stations. We have received the support of the police. Assistant district returning officers have been appointed to monitor the election process.
First, Chaturanga Hapuarachi joins us via live Digi transmission from Monaragala.
I'm currently standing in front of the District Secretariat complex in Monaragala. Now the Newsfirst team has been travelling around the city of Monaragala from morning up until late this evening, and we've told you that a very high number of police and STF officials have been deployed ahead of the Provincial Council elections tomorrow. Speaking to Newsfirst earlier, the district returning officer stated that the ballot boxes that were issued this morning from the Royal College in Monaragala have reached their destination, they have reached their polling stations, and that everything is ready for the Provincial Council elections tomorrow. For the Newsfirst team, Chaturanga Hapuarachi reporting from Monaragala.
Now, the Elections Commissioner says that all preparations have been made for tomorrow's poll. Polling will take place at 832 polling stations from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya reiterated that voters will be requested to produce accepted identification at the polling station. The Elections Complaint Unit established at the Election Secretariat will remain in operation until 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. The Election Secretariat notes that complaints from the Badulla district can be made on the hotline 0112-877-620. That's 0112-877-620 for Badulla, while complaints from the Monaragala district will be received on the hotline 0112-877-622. The number once again 0112-877-622.